The earth, once vibrant, now scarred. Cities lay in ruins, choked by the humid, oppressive air. Rivers, once lifeblood, now ran red, a crimson tide of decay. This was the legacy of the Werpanot. They came from the depths, mutated horrors, piranha-like humanoids driven by an insatiable hunger. Their touch, a corrosive poison, melted flesh and bone. Those unlucky souls, not devoured whole, transformed, becoming monsters themselves. The air hung heavy with the stench of death, the sweet, sickly aroma of rot mixed with the metallic tang of blood. It was the smell of the apocalypse, a grim testament to the Werpanot's reign. Hope, it seemed, had drowned in the crimson tide. At the heart of the invasion was Werpa. He was the first, the progenitor. Before the catastrophe, he was a simple fisherman, his name forgotten. Now only Werpa remained. He fished the rivers of the Amazon. One day he pulled from the murky depths a strange artifact, a black pulsating stone. As he touched it, a searing pain ripped through him, his body contorted, mutated, man transformed into monster. The stone, a cursed relic of a forgotten age, granted him immortality, but at a terrible cost. It twisted his body, his mind, it filled him with an insatiable hunger. A hunger only the flesh and blood of others could satiate. Werpa became a plague upon the world. His touch, a death sentence. His bite, a fate worse than death. He spawned an army of Werpanot, each one driven by the same primal hunger. But Werpa was not the only monstrous power to emerge from the depths. The oceans, vast and unforgiving, harbored their own terror. Shokoy, an ancient aquatic overlord. For millennia Shokoy had slumbered in the Mariana Trench. The tremors of Werpa's rise disturbed his ancient sleep. He awoke to find the surface world in chaos. And he was intrigued. Shokoy saw an opportunity. The Werpanot, for all their ferocity, were bound to the land. The seas still remained unclaimed. He would build his own empire from the wreckage of civilization. The rivalry between Werpa and Shokoy was inevitable. Two monstrous forces vying for control. Their battles shook the very foundations of the earth. But amidst the chaos, a glimmer of hope emerged. Section 4. Lodi's Quest. A glimmer in the darkness. Lodi was no ordinary dog. He was a German shepherd, imbued with an ancient power. He was chosen, destined to find the 10 legendary stones. These stones, scattered across the ravaged earth, held the key to defeating the Werpanot. Guided by instinct, by a force beyond comprehension, Lodi could sense the stones. Each one he found granted him new abilities. Enhanced strength, incredible speed, the power to heal. His journey was fraught with danger. Werpanot stalked his every move. Shokoy's minions lurked in the depths, but Lodi pressed on, driven by loyalty, by hope. He was humanity's last chance. Section 5. The Prophecy of the 10 Stones. Ancient prophecies spoke of the 10 stones. They were not mere trinkets, they were fragments of a celestial being, a being of pure energy. When united, they had the power to reshape the world. Legend had it that the stones were hidden in places of power, ancient temples, forgotten cities. Each stone resonated with a different element: earth, air, fire, water, and more. To defeat Werpa, Lodi had to consume the stones, to absorb their power, to transform into something more than a dog, to become a beacon of hope in the dying light. Section 6. Zambalungat, the Last Wizard. Deep within the Amazon rainforest, hidden amongst the tangled vines and ancient trees, lived Zambalungat. He was the last of his kind, a wizened shaman, keeper of forgotten magic. He alone held the key to defeating the Werpanot's curse. Zambalungat had studied the Werpanot. He understood their curse. He knew their weakness. He had devised a spell, a ritual, a way to sever the link between Werpa and his progeny. But the ritual was dangerous. It required a sacrifice, a conduit, a being of pure heart and unwavering spirit. Lodi was the key.